Can I just can I just talk something in there real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago we lost our king in Chadwick Boseman,
Oh shit.
and there was a post that my wife read that I was just like, well, this is completely asinine. Uh, Omari Hardwick, who is from
Oh yeah.
Power.
I forgot all about him. I'm sorry.
I know. Omari Hardwick, who's from Power, and also who started a couple movies. Had some comments to say about Chadwick.
I'm gonna read you this caption verbatim. I'm sure folks talked about this last week. We didn't have a chance to do this last week, and I just had to.
Mm-hmm.
So he posted this caption. The video, I believe, because I didn't really feel like going and finding the original actual post. I just had the screenshot of the caption. Believe the original video was him accepting an award where he was nominated for something at the NAACP Image Award, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So he posts, I didn't have enough time that fateful night to share what I whispered to you. So now I will. But not before sharing what you said first. You said, oh, go claim that award that's had your name on it from the gate. From the moment I met you, I whispered back, thank you, Bose, for being the superhero I knew you were. From the moment I met you. Then I quickly added, we still gotta do that movie together. You replied, bet. I hear you whispering more than ever, my dearest brother of a Black Panther. One of my biggest honors was being one of your biggest competitors and an even bigger friend. Now I'm gonna tell you, this is where it went left, okay? Because the first part was cool.
I was about to say, I was like, it sounds good. It sounds good.
It was an anecdotal story until we got to this line here. One of my biggest honors was being one of your biggest competitors and an even bigger friend. Sir, you play ghosts on a TV show, okay? On a show, you're a drug dealer on a show on Stars. That is made by 50 Cent. We're not doing this. Okay. It says you are hugely missed, but I got you next to me even more on the rest of this run. So then I'm like, okay, cool, but all right. He continues, a wise man told me this morning, in the kingdom no crown is wasted. When one man drops his crown, another man picks it up. Pick it up, oh. Name is Omari, by the way. That's why the O. From King Chadwick to King Hardwick, I will do just that, my brother. Rest in your glory. And then he put something at the end about his kid wearing his Black Panther costume every day for the past 3 weeks. Now, this is a thing that I have seen people do, not just famous people, but regular people too. When somebody dies, instead of just saying, I miss you, here's a cool story about something we did together, and moving on about their day, somehow an RIP post becomes about them. And I just really be sitting here like, how narcissistic do you have to be? I was good until you hit the one of my biggest honors was being one of your biggest competitors, and then from King Chadwick to King Hardwick? Sir. So here's the replies. I had to screenshot the replies as well because people dragged him to the basement for this. Somebody said, B, I know damn well Omari Hardwick's Walmart 2 for $5 movie bin movie making ass did not get his Beijing hairline and beard having ass on Denzel Washington's internet and make a Chadwick Boseman quote unquote tribute post all about himself. Y'all were never in the same league. Stop playing yourself. Competitors my ass. Then she says, what level of narcissism do you have to do some shit like that? And I don't believe for 1 second the convo he claims they had took place anywhere other than in his damn head, because he made that shit up. Girl, please. And then somebody said, I know you lying. When this man said Chadwick was one of his biggest competitors. Sir, you played Janet's down low husband in a Tyler Perry movie, and your big break was playing a drug dealer on TV that got 0 Emmy noms. Send your clown ass down. You don't have the range and never will. I'm glad Ghost is dead because child, please.
Spoiler alert.
Right. If you don't know by now, Ghost is dead. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it was in the promotions. So.
They're making spin-offs. Somebody said his tribute to Chadwick basically ended with "I got the juice now." But then it gets worse because okay, that's right. Somebody did screenshot the original one with his video because the video that he posted didn't have Chadwick in it at all. Honestly, it was just like I think it flashed him in the first couple seconds, and then the rest of the video is him giving an acceptance speech, and I was just like, what? And some of these are hilarious. Somebody was just like, Omari Hardwick played City Bus Passenger number 3 in a Floetry video in 2002 and thinks he's Chadwick Boseman's competition. That part was... yeah, I didn't have to scorch his life like that. But it was just like, bro, why are we doing this? So it gets worse because... So somebody says, so Omari Hardwick is crazy, a narcissist. His tribute to Chadwick was posting a video of himself accepting an award for power, then gassing himself up by hallucinating that they were rivals. When called out, he compared the person's comment to the cancer that killed Chadwick. That actually happened. So I was like, this can't be real. Y'all gotta be like, this gotta be something different. So the person asked him how he managed to make the tribute about himself. And then he replies to them and says, your message is just as cancerous as what took out Brother Chad. Sir, you are not well. Okay. I want him to get some help. Why would that ever be an appropriate response? Anytime. Like, let alone right after he died. But why would that be an appropriate response?
First of all, I'm actually looking through his filmography right now, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to look at movies that did not come out at a film festival or direct to DVD.
And that's why I'm like, bro, I'm not an actor. I ain't getting no roles, so I can't say but so much. But what I can say is, you're not making $1 billion movies, sir.
Nope. Let's see. We got him. We got The Guardian 2006. It don't even list his name. Okay, let's go to the next one. We got Line Watch, direct to DVD with Cuba Gooding Jr. That's what he's going to that DVD phase. Mm-hmm. Next Day Air. Okay, we know about that one.
I know about Next Day Air.
Everyday Black Man. That came out. Let's see. We got San Diego Black Film Festival.
I just want you to look. 2018 is when Black Panther came out. What was he doing in 2018?
Okay, Sorry to Bother You.
Okay, that was a thing.
Yeah. A Boy, a Girl, a Dream, Love on Election Night.
Okay.
I can't even look it up. Sergeant Will Garner, which is a...
I don't know what that is.
This was released. This one even got a plot to it.
Okay, go back.
Yeah.
And he was on. Well, he's on Power in 2018. I believe.
Nobody's Fool with
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Okay. And then I think he was doing what? Power.
Oh, this is television at 2018. Power is 2014 and 2020.
Okay. So, sir, were you peers? Sure. Biggest competitors? No. And I would not, because people...
Music videos.
He was bus passenger number 3 in 2002 in the Say Yes video.
He definitely was his passenger.
What did I...
It's his passenger.
Again.
He was no more in the Rough Ends video.
He was in the Rough Ends video.
Break My Heart by Estelle and Rick Ross.
I don't even remember that song. Listen.
Okay.
Everyone grieves different. I understand that. But I hate these type of messages. I remember somebody wrote a message. A man died. I don't know who it was, but I think he was in the music industry. Somebody posted a message and was just like, I remember that time that you tried to holler at me and I curved you real hard. R.I.P. Like, what? Why is that what's wrong with y'all? It is wild to me when people die and I guess is a coping mechanism, maybe. I don't know. And you have to make it center around you. That is weird. It's weird, okay?
That is weird.
Like I said, you can write whatever you want. It's your Twitter. But the first part of it was cool, because I think that's where people got hung up. Some people were just like, it didn't seem that bad. It wasn't that bad to that last few sentences where it was just like, what? And then why would you post a video of yourself? That's where we went wrong. That's where we went way left. I don't know. I just have to get that off my chest. It was weird to me. It was weird because it's not the first time he's done that. He apparently has posted something. He posted another message for somebody like that when they died. Then there was the whole thing with Beyonce where he like kissed her more than once. When they were at an award show, it was just weird. Okay, I don't know. It's a lot with Bull, and I don't watch Power anymore, so I don't really have anything to care about.
No, we're on Power Book 2 now.
He's not in that.
I know. That's why it's over. The other Power's over.
I didn't finish, and I have no desire to go back and finish. I just don't want to sit down. Just calm down.
He's not in the same league as Chadwick.
That's all we need. That's all we gotta say. You know, that's fine.
But say your piece, say your RIPs, and
move on.
And move on.
I think we may have lost swag though.
No. I was sitting there. I'm just like, cause to a point, I could understand like why he would say competitor at to a team, but yeah, no. A lot of what he said was like, okay, this is definitely self-centered around you. At the end of the day, I
feel like it was.
I can understand what he means by like competitor, because, for example, like Maximilian Dude, he's technically our competitor. Even though we're not in the same league, we're still on the platform, literally doing some of the same stuff that we're doing just as him. So in the acting business, it's literally like everyone is your competitor because you're trying to be the best actor you can be. So I can understand what he meant by competitor, but everything after that, I was like, "You're losing me. You're really." But
it was just like, bruh, for you to be like one of your biggest competitors. One of his biggest competitors is Daniel Kaluuya. One of his biggest competitors is, I don't know, who else is a contemporary black actor who is out here getting work left and right, like
John Boyega.
John Boyega. You know, that is one of his biggest competitors. And that's why I said listen, I'm not an actress. I'm not in that world. It was just, the whole thing was weird. I think to me, it rubbed me wrong from jump when you decide to post a video of yourself. I'm sure you could have found, I probably could Google right now and possibly find a picture of them two together.
Right.
You could have posted that. Instead, you posted not just you accepting an award, a video of an acceptance speech. It was weird. It was just weird. The whole thing was weird.
Yeah, and then the part where you said the cat, I was like, okay, you're going too far. You're going too far.
From
now,
King Chadwick to King Hardwick.
Yeah. No. When he replied to the comment, "You're just as cancerous as the."
Yeah, that was like, what took it over the edge for me. I was just like, sir.
Now, and on the other flip, to the flipping of that, even though people do grieve, there's no need to because I know there was a situation with what's her name, Elizabeth Olsen, where she got bullied to the point where
they ran her off of the social media, right?
Yeah, because she didn't say anything about Chadwick at the time. But then again, it's like, if you worked with someone, you're not gonna. She had a close relationship. I don't know if the relationship was close or anything, but you don't know the relationship enough for her to be like, you don't understand if she's grieving or not. This could be a lot for her, and you guys are literally just saying, well, what do you got to say about it? It's like, can you let me process it at first? Because I know it took Michael B. Jordan a good while. Like, I think it took him like 4 days to really say what he had to say, because it takes a while to process certain things.
Yeah, him and Lupita Nyong'o, they didn't put out a statement for a minute.
Because it takes a minute, especially if you worked with him and was close to him, and all the high regards that people were saying about him, like that was felt among everyone. Of course, you're gonna feel a certain way, and then you got that battling the people that are saying, like, "Well, why you ain't saying nothing?" It's like let them people grieve differently. Give them time. And two, it's really none of your business. It's really no one's business. If they don't want to say anything at that time, it's not their job to reply to you. What they're going through inside is up to them. So,
yeah. I mean, and it's just those kind of like the responses, the heartfelt responses that we saw from people like Michael B. Jordan and the Peter Nyong'o and Denai Guerrera and people and all his co-stars that he worked with on Avengers, whether it be something they wrote or like they had that special like right after he passed where a lot of them spoke on camera about him. That's the kind of stuff that's the reason why stuff like what we just talked about bothers me, because it's like these are people who were actually close to him, had forged with him and Michael B. Jordan have known each other for like almost 20 years or something crazy like that. Like It's been a long time. If this man can take time, process what's happening, put out a heartfelt statement, you can put out something better than what you gave. Like, don't inflate your role in this person's life so that it gives you more of a platform. Yeah. Just say, I admired your work. I'm glad we were peers. R.I.P. Like, I'm not saying I can't tell you what to say, like specifically, but I just know that ain't it.
Yeah, and then I feel like I can't really comment because I don't know their relationship. I don't want to like I don't know how close they were, because you could be close with someone behind doors and not show the world. And it turns out it's like, whoa, they were like best friends. So I can't.
In all honesty, do you think it was a white-black thing?
It could have been part. I think that might have been part of the issue where like they like jumped on it because of the climate of everything right now. Yeah. That could have been part of it. But I was confused because I watched that special that they had like the day or two after he passed, and she was on there. And I was just like, what's this whole thing about Elizabeth Olsen on not being on Twitter no more?
It's it just breaks my heart because once again, she worked with him. If people don't understand, it's more than just Black Panther. This man did 4 movies for Marvel.
Right.
He did
4 movies, and him and Elizabeth Olsen was in 3 out of 4 of those movies. So they did work together, and it could be not. Once again, maybe it couldn't be, but I'm just saying. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt that it is a tough thing when you lose somebody as big as he was. It takes a minute to process.
And it's sudden because nobody else knew.
Nobody else knew he was sick. You know what I'm saying? But him and like the real closest to him, and he can't even say that because a lot of the close people didn't even know he was sick neither. No. So it takes a while to go on with the climate the way it is. Like I said, there's a heightened sensitivity to something like that, and right now, it's like if you don't do something immediately, you're this way.
Yeah. And
that's right now is becoming very unfortunate, and that right now is taking away from the problem. It's you're putting more focus on that than what should be focused on.
Right.
Unfortunately, and like I said, don't get me wrong. I am guilty too. For instance, like somebody, well, if they don't do this here, they don't do that. Well, they obviously it's not true.
No, not always.
It's not always true. And then it's like we're gonna have a big situation now with the this quick 5-second side note with the NFL doing the same thing. People are looking like who's kneeling, who's not. I'm like, that's not the point. The point.
Not the bigger picture.
The point is, what are we doing to make the change in the country? That's the point. But when you turn it into something else, you divide everybody. You divide and conquer. I say you divide everybody. So y'all chased this woman off of Twitter. I'm like, y'all don't know what this woman could be going through. They'll say, and it's hard for people to process everybody's grief. There are people that will just break down in the middle of the floor just crying and can't be moved. And then there are people that will act like it's a regular day because they don't want to face it.
And also, what if they weren't that close?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's entirely possible. You know how many people I work with who, if they passed away, I'd be like, man, that's a shame. But I'm not going to pretend like we was the best of friends. I must say, R.I.P. to this person, and I'm praying for their family. But if we're not close, I'm not writing the whole statement.
Right.
That just doesn't make sense. Like it's
because
it's
somebody
a lose situation.
Somebody would have got on her saying, "Well, if you ain't that close to him in the first place, why you writing something about it?"
Yeah, like it's a lose situation. It's always gonna be somebody who has something to say about what you're going to say. Honestly, that's exactly how we got here in the first place, because I and a bunch of other people had something to say about Omari Hardwick's message, about how that's essentially how he's grieving. So you're going to, it's a lose situation. It's really just how you handle it after the fact. The fact that they ran her off Twitter is trash. Because again, like you said, we don't know what their relationship was. They could have been close and she's having a hard time, or they could have just been co-workers and she's still like, man, this is shocking, but I don't really have like a heartfelt thing to put. And I don't follow her on Twitter, so I don't know how she is.
Right.
So I'm just like, y'all gotta chill. Like, it's just a lot. Twitter be a lot. That's why I don't be on Twitter. Like, it's too much sometimes.
Yeah, a lot. It's definitely like, I hope the best for her. And is his name Omar? What was his name again?
Omari Hardwick.
Omari. Okay, yeah. I hope the best for them too.